the member for Moreton.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Since we were last in Canberra, I've been walking and talking away around the Southside. I've walked nearly 70 kilometres in 6 days around my electorate of Wharton. I walked from 8 Mile Plains to Sunnybank, Tarragindi to Salisbury, Moorooka to Acacia Ridge, Yeronga to Moorooka, Tennyson to Oxley and Currabee to Sunnybank, with a few other suburbs in between. I enjoyed meeting the people who don't often get the time to drop into their MP's office, the neighbours who are busy with their own lives and their families, those who are busy looking after others. Now, although I love walking, the purpose was to encourage locals to better engage with their community. My Say G'day in May walk was inspired by the work of the late Jo Cox. Jo was a member of the United Kingdom Parliament who worked tirelessly in her community to combat what she considered to be a growing epidemic, loneliness. We often think of loneliness as affecting the elderly, and it does, but it also affects every age demographic. And it is often in times of life transition that loneliness can strike. It can happen at times like leaving school or leaving home for the first time, or becoming a parent or moving into retirement. The aim of my Say G'day in May campaign was to encourage people in my electorate to engage with and join their local community groups. So I asked locals to come and meet me and walk with me, or meet me for a coffee along the way, or to come and check out a local community group, and they did, Deputy Speaker. I had some great company for my walks, some locals like Anna, Rita and Eric, who joined me for my walk from Tarragindi to Salisbury, and Midhat, who walked with me from Currabee to Sunnybank, to name just a few. In fact, the Heart Foundation CEO, Stephen Vines, joined me with part of his local walking group, Marion, Margaret and Billy, on the beautiful walk around the Corso at Yeronga. I stopped along the way to learn a few dance moves, very badly, from my local dance groups at the Queensland Taiwan Centre in Sunnybank, and also the Salisbury and District Senior Citizens. I got a few practical and much-needed handyman tips from some of my men's sheds. I dropped in some art classes at Atelier Art Classes in Salisbury and half a dozen group of artists in Sherwood. I was even tempted to try my hand at Mahjong at the Cathay Community Association with a 96-year-old opponent. I marvelled at the wonderful people who spend their days caring for others, like the Westside Community Services, St David's Neighbourhood Centre, Cathay Community Association, Yeronga Community Plus, Braille House, Deaf Services Queensland and Cerebral Palsy League. And I thoroughly enjoyed reading to the class at Yeronga's Hyde Road Kindy. It's been a great experience. I've seen a lot, I've heard from many, and I've learnt heaps. But the Say G'day in May campaign is not over yet. This Friday, the 25th of May, I'm hosting a community group showcase at the Wellers Hills Bowls Club between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. I've asked local community groups to come along and showcase what they do, where they do it, and when they meet. 30 community groups will be on show. So I've asked everyone in Moreton to come along. They're invited to come and meet these community groups to say good day to their neighbours in May.
Time has expired.